So Sven, today Germanwatch presented their Global Climate Risk Index. Can you tell us about the results for Central American countries?
Yeah, the Climate Risk Index, it looks at the impacts of extreme weather events over the last 20 years in particular. And what we figure out with this index is that in particular the countries Honduras and Nicaragua have been particularly affected by extreme weather events in terms of their economic impacts, in terms of the people that died. Honduras ranks number 1 in this index and Nicaragua number 3. And so I think it's an important signal also for the countries that they need to see how can we better prepare for climate change, how can we better prepare for disasters.
So you think Central American countries should have some special recognition within UNFCCC process? Because as you know, they are not LDCs or they are not AOC, so what do you think about that?
Well, I think it's important to also see what kind of support these countries need. It's of course clear that climate change is more than just extreme events, and we don't know everything about how the events will evolve in the future, but I think these countries are at risk significantly from hurricanes. So I don't want to suggest that there needs to be a specific grouping or whatever, but it's important to take their needs and their risks into account as well.
And also on the issues related to national adaptation planning process, what would be your suggestion for these countries?
Well, I think some of these countries have already started such planning. I know that Honduras has a climate change strategy. So what would be important now is to consider how much has this brought the country forward, what are the steps that need to be taken to implement it effectively so that it can better prepare for climate change, and where this official national adaptation plans process can help these countries and add on their existing work, then that's very important to realize this contribution.
Do you think COP18 will deliver any of the fundings this country needs for adaptation?
Well, I still have some hope. A number of countries, developed countries, have promised that climate finance will go on and will increase. I still hope we can see something more substantial here, that there's concrete commitments that's urgently needed. The Green Climate Fund has to be filled very soon, and I'm sure, and also the Adaptation Fund, for example, which already finances some projects in the region, in Nicaragua, in Honduras. So I think it's still time and still possible to push the developed countries to go a step further in that regard.
Thank you.